All right. Hey, what's up, my boys? So we're going to be talking about the ladies on this one, okay? I got a great comment from Youngster Skaymore. I want to read this, and then we're going to talk about this because I've just been chilling here. I got to get a video out. I'm going to go crazy if I don't talk or do something other than just look at this fucking computer screen. I swear. Actually, the concept of status in general, like social status, even for getting women, is probably the one of the ones that has been most troubling to me to reconcile with spirituality. That has dragged me back down sometimes in the past because it is all relative. But again, I'm thinking it is the same logic. Now, when I read that, what I'm getting out of this is that we're trying to reconcile this overarching viewpoint that I've talked about before, which is you don't need to put any onus, you don't need to put any attention on other people, especially women outside of you. That doesn't mean that you treat them any differently. It just means that they don't have any importance to you. You don't have any attachment to them. And having this idea, this concept of status in the world is super fucking toxic, and it's actually self-destructive. This thing is really unfocused. All right. Lock in, camera. Lock in. So where I want to talk about is this idea of status and how we can move about our lives without sort of even thinking about such things, because I get where you're coming from, where it's difficult to have this lens of spirituality where you're living your life, you're adding value. Like Ralph Waldo Emerson said, it's not about being happy, it's about being useful. And the whole concept of usefulness is that you are giving back to humanity. And so how can you swallow this pill that you're giving back to humanity if you don't care about humanity? But there needs to be a separation in your mind where, in order to care about humanity, in order to do your fucking duty, your job while you were here, I'm probably talking to mostly men in the chat. All right? All right, so you guys lock in real quick what I'm about to say. For you to do your duty, do you think God put you here to care about the status of other people? Do you think he put you here to care about drama? Do you think he put you here to care about what's viral in the world, what other people are talking about, what other people like, what they dislike, what's going on in their family? No, he put you here to do your purpose. And the only place your purpose flows from is the version of you that can almost be mindless. And not mindless in like the zombie sense where you're just kind of going through the actions. I'm talking about mindless as in you're in a flow state where you're not worried about anything on the outside because you are too concerned at the present with just flowing with what is coming through you. And what is coming through you is blocked when we care too much about people on the outside. I get it. It is a fucking sticky situation. Okay? Because yes, you care about other people, but this guy on the internet, me, this dickhead, is telling you not to care. I'm not saying you shouldn't care about them. I'm saying you should be detached from them. When you meet another human being in this physical realm, in the physical world, and you have an interaction, you should meet that interaction with love. You should meet it with joy. It should be blissful. It should be expansive. But you shouldn't go out your entire day and have your fucking phone on, looking at this thing, saying, oh, well, I'm waiting to hear from my girlfriend. I'm waiting to hear from my mom. I hope Tom texts me. I hope Bob reaches out. I need to check this. I need to do that. Because the more you're doing that, the more disconnected you are from the truth. And the truth is only available to you in the present moment. So when you have these distractions, which status is a distraction, simplified, what status really is comparison. At the end of the day, it's comparison. Now, it doesn't have to lead to envy, but you're still looking at what somebody else has done in their life, what somebody else has, what they are surrounded with, how they dress, how they act, their acquaintances, the opportunities that they've had come their way, and the experiences they've had. And you're essentially making a judgment of who this person is and their status in the world and what their perception is to the world from their eyes and how the world perceives them. And I can honestly tell you, all of that is a waste of fucking time. It's a waste of fucking time. It's a waste of energy. The only thing you should care about, is what you're passionate about. Because when you start doing the shit that you are passionate about, and you start flowing with that energy, and you start creating from that space, that is what creates your own status. Not in such a way like, hey, let's go status maxing. Who the fuck cares? Do what you're gonna do as if no one's watching. It's what you were built for. It's what you were made for. That's the entire point of life, is to figure out your usefulness to humanity. But in order to be that useful to humanity, you need to detach from the ideas, the perspectives, the beliefs of humans around you and online, because the more energy you give to them and what they want of you, the less you are able to be yourself. In order to be yourself, you need to almost put yourself into a vacuum. And it sounds counterintuitive. It sounds like I'm basically saying you should say fuck you to the entire world. But in order to serve the world, you kind of have to tell them to go fuck themselves. Okay? Think about all the greats throughout history. They all did the same thing. Even with something like basketball, let's use that example. Like a Kobe Bryant. I bet there were some people that during Kobe's career would have argued that he should have done more interviews, that maybe he should have given more time to his family, that he wasn't doing his job well enough as a human being because he didn't spend enough time with us. He didn't listen to us. He didn't listen to our questions. But what made Kobe Kobe is the fact that he doesn't fucking care. He's going to show up to practice. Whether you show up to practice, whether you're taking notes, whether there's a camcorder watching, whether there's a journalist sitting there, he's there. That's him. That's what creates the fucking monster. But the idea of status, of looking outward, of obsessing over other people's opinions, over having these attachments to other people and how we live our own lives based off of how they're going to perceive us is wild. It's wild. It's crazy. Just think about it. And I know some of my audience, they're older guys. They're the older guys that grew up in the 70s and the 80s, maybe even some of the 60s guys, where there weren't phones. They didn't have this technology. This technology really wasn't around even until the early 2000s after Y2K. You might have had a couple messengers, but the entire idea of seeing everybody else's lives online was an absurdity. This was maybe a very small part of your day, but for the most part, you were present. And so you would be giving your gift of consciousness to the present much easier back then, whereas now we've almost been led astray. We've been led into this world of connectivity where the connectivity is actually barren. There isn't a real connection within that. I've seen this. I think it's incredibly painful. It almost like hurts my heart to talk about, because I've seen friendships end like a Control-Alt-Delete, like over a text message. Like multi-year friendships ended over a text message because people are so used to the online. They're so used to life being this energetically drained, empty husk, this fucking corpse of what it used to be. So I want to reiterate to you, if you want to live the best life possible, if you want to give yourself to humanity, if you want to serve, there is a woman or a man, whatever your sexual preference is, if assuming you want a partner in life, there is one that will be provided for you. But they are on the other side of you actually partaking in the journey of life to become the best version of yourself. Because that version of yourself, the energy that you are emitting, is going to attract them to you. They don't have a fucking choice. You are exactly where you are supposed to be to become the version of you that has it all. Your dreams are valid. The things in your imagination are meant for you. But you need to decide whether you want to give your beliefs and your energy to actually pushing towards this thing, if you want to build this thing, or if you want to keep looking outside of yourself at everyone else. Do you see the structure of the game? Do you see it? Many are called. Many are fucking called, brothers. Few are chosen. The reason few are chosen is because the many want to look at the others. They want to look to somebody else, somebody that is a man, to lead. When that version is already within them, it's wanting to come out of them. It's wanting to express through them. But you must be able to turn off the tap. You have to stop looking at the outside world. You must be able to detach from it, to detach from the women, detach from the friendships, detach from the beliefs and the structures around you that are telling you what you should do and who you should be. And you need to start listening to the intuition that comes to you, especially when you're in a high vibe mood. One little piece of advice, and we'll leave this one. All right, we'll stop this topic, at least until I get some more input. Then we'll talk more. I want you guys to find some activity, just any activity, that is really high vibe for you. You need to use your discernment. I'll give you an example for myself, right? And maybe this will spark some ideas. When I'm doing yoga, I am entirely present. I am not thinking about anything else. I don't have a single worry cross my mind. I am there. I am loving it. My body is flowing. And when I am in that state, following a yoga class, I get some of the best and most insightful downloads that I receive throughout my day. That's just one example. Most of the time when I film a video, it's after going out and spending time in nature. So there is a direct correlation between these high vibe activities where you are disconnected from the world of technology and you spend time in nature, or you spend your time doing something where you are utterly present, and the ability for your higher self to speak through you, to give you intuitive downloads. And you can basically take these downloads and you can apply them to then lead you through life, to help you understand where that path is that I was talking about earlier, where you are the most useful. Listen to that. Find these activities, do them, journal afterwards on the intuition that's coming through you, and spend less time on this. Okay? Status is a trap. It is a trap by society. They say it's important, especially when it comes to dating. They say, oh, well, women only want men that have high status. Okay, now we're playing the stupid game again, aren't we? Where we're looking outward and we're comparing ourselves. That's all it is. It's all designed that way to make sure you look outward at other people, to buy more products that you don't need, to get more clothes that you don't need, to compare yourself based off your photos, your height, your looks, your job, your income, whatever it is. Status, 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 status. The person that is meant for you loves you for being you. So fuck the status. Fuck the noise on the outside. Listen to the God within yourself. Take the steps necessary. Live a high vibrational life and watch everything just magically unfold for you. Okay, brothers? I love you. Send me your comments. I love your comments. You guys have been amazing of late, and you guys keep doing it, all right? I'm trying to set up some stream stuff. I've been really fucking busy, and then I got a week off. I'm going to be out in the cabins in the boonies, and then we're going to hit it hard when we get back. But love you guys. Appreciate all you do. Keep going. Keep serving humanity. You're all on the right path. All right? Adios.